Hey, what's up guys? Adam with Command Horizon Drones. I just got down here to Suffolk, Virginia at the Suffolk Executive Air Park, where we're getting ready to go in and see what kind of drone activities that they have. Supposedly they're having drone racing, they're having exhibits, they're showing new technology, a lot of things that we can use out in the field. So I really don't know exactly what, but we'll find out. Come on. I'm here with Bill Fredericks, and we are looking at this UAV, which is mainly for agriculture, but I'd like for him to tell a little bit more information on it, if you wouldn't mind, Bill.
Yeah, sure. So this is the first product that Advanced Aircraft Company is developing. This is a multi-rotor, much like any other multi-rotor, but instead of being simply battery powered, it has a hybrid electric propulsion system. So we've got a 2-stroke gasoline engine from Desert Aircraft with HFE International Fuel Injection System that spins a high-frequency AC generator, producing AC voltage that goes in here to a rectifier to take it back to 28 volts DC, and all that electricity is distributed out to the motors. What makes this unique is that it can fly 2 to 3 hours, as opposed to the typical battery-powered drone does 20 to 30 minutes. And that long flight time is valuable because it improves the utilization for the aircraft operator. If it spends more time in the air taking data, less time on the ground swapping batteries, that's a better utilization for the customer.
Sounds like a great use for a great UAV, but how do they get in touch with you if they wanted to get more information about?
Sure, I'd say the first stop is visit our website, advancedaircraftcompany.com, all spelled out. And we're located here in Hampton and Peninsula Technology Incubator.
And do you ship if somebody gets it from somewhere else in the United States?
So we are still pre-revenue. This aircraft's in flight testing. This vehicle is our 4th prototype. We're starting the construction of our 5th prototype now, and we will begin delivering these aircraft to customers this coming winter.
Wonderful. Thank you, Bill.
But I think if you're the one flying, you kind of know where you're going. It's like driving the car. Yeah. You're not going to get sick.
It's like an arcade game.
Yeah.
You feel the gut rush.
Yeah. I'm still kind of shaking after that last plane.
When I'm flying a plane, I never get sick.
Right. But if you're the passenger, yeah, exactly. Because the movements are like, hey, wait a minute, my brain wasn't going to go that direction, and now you just made it go that direction.
So I'm here with Thomas, and he is actually going to be racing here in just a moment, and I was just going to ask Thomas a little bit about you and how you got into this and what exactly it is you're getting ready to do.
Alright, so what I'm getting ready to do is fly FPV quadcopters, which are drones that you can look through this camera here and then see through a headset.
Right.
A headset like this. And what you're going to do is how I got started, I guess, was I just built my own locally off YouTube videos, and went to a local hobby shop, and at the local hobby shop they had a little track like this one set out, and from there I met some local people that are actually this group of pilots, and I'd say they're really what helped me advance. I've only been flying for 2 months now, or 2 or 3 months I guess now. So I haven't been doing this super long, but I think the group is very helpful and very willing to try to get new people in the air.
Okay. So how hard was it to, I mean, if you're a hobbyist and you're just now getting into it, how hard is it to get in and watch videos if you're pretty crafty?
It's probably the easiest time ever. I mean, I think it's only going to get easier as well. too. So
The more information that's out there.
yeah, exactly. The more information, the more people have done it, the more YouTube videos that are out there, the more everything that's out there. Where, you know, the majority of these things is something where somebody's built this before. So if you have a problem with it, you're probably, especially with a group of like 200 guys locally, like we have, if you have a problem, somebody in the group's going to be able to help you find out.
Is Bane
the
Driller
solution.
5S again?
Right.
And they probably dealt with it themselves, so they already know, you know, everything there is to know about.
So is there a particular website people would go to?
Our Facebook group is Drone On. It's a Facebook group for anybody in this area that's into this sort of thing. Whether you haven't built your first quad yet and you just want to like get an eye for it and figure out what it's all about, or if you're, you know, a veteran trying to help new people get in the air, all that stuff.
Yeah, we're good. You buying all his stuff?
I don't know. If
Sounds like you're getting ready to roll.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get ready to
Well, thanks a lot. It was good talking to you.
for sure. Thank you.
I'm here with Bob Pegg with Ham Group, and he has some different units today that are pretty unique that I haven't seen. So I was just going to go through with Bob what exactly these are and start here on the left and then move our way down. So Bob, what exactly is this first unit here, and what's its best use for?
This is a coax, a conventional coax helicopter. Got full control on both rotors.
I saw a bunch of
It's got a single motor that powers them. Payloads are mounted on the rails below it. And the landing gear retracts so that you have full 360-degree coverage with your camera.
And I noticed there's a bunch of the Moonies coming in together.
This has about 15 minutes endurance. And
Do you know where
And how quickly can you switch out the battery packs? Is it pretty
it's
plug and play?
It's very easy. There's a couple of connectors. You unsnap them, put the new ones in, snap them back up, and you're ready to go.
Okay. Sounds very plug and play.
It's a plug and play operation. That's exactly right.
And that's what we need out in the field. Right.
And that's the way I tried to design these things.
Perfect. So let's move down to this this middle unit. This is unique that a lot of people don't see every day. So maybe you could tell us how this is different and why it's different.
All right. This is a V2L, a vertical takeoff and land, flying wing. And the mission and reason for its development is so that you can use the drone without a runway. You can take off here in the grass and then fly like an airplane. All right. I can show you how we take off in this configuration, and once you get up to hover altitude, you convert to forward flight, and now you are in airplane mode. And the airplane is flying like a flying wing with the endurance of a flying wing.
Okay. And that's all controlled by the remote.
But they generally don't shoot. Yeah.
I like that idea.
They give you one warning, then they shoot you.
Okay, perfect. And what would be the uses for this particular unit?
This kind of a system, as with the big coax, is for surveillance, for agricultural use, EMT work, anything where you need to have a bird's eye view of a situation.
Perfect. Now let's move over to this last unit down here, and you and I kind of spoke about this, and this one really interests me because of the durability of it. So explain the differences between the normal UAV and the tricopter here.
The tricopter, and as you can see, it's made of aluminum, so it's a pretty robust construction. It's built for the man in the field. The battery goes here, and it's got three motors and 3 props. This takes off vertically, and you actually tilt the vehicle to go forward like this.
Oh, I see. Okay. And the payload goes under here. And the big plus for this,
big plus for this is it's simple. Most people are used to this kind of a configuration as opposed to the flying wing. This depends, the endurance depends on how big a battery you've got in it.
And typical flight time with a standard battery, what would that be?
Again, you're talking 15, 20 minutes in that ballpark.
Okay. Here with Paul, and we're at the Suffolk Executive Airfield, and I was going to ask Paul a couple questions about this crazy thing. So I've seen them quite a bit, but not really in person and live. So Paul, can you tell me a little bit about this guy?
Sure. What this is your octocopter set up to do filming, short videos, music, feature films, safety videos, all sorts of that good stuff. You got the octo, so you got redundancy and you got the power. You got the Movi M10 for its gimbal. Right now I got the Canon 7D on it, but it can fit all the way up to an Epic Red camera with a full cinema package put onto it. Set up primarily for dual operator, myself as the pilot, and you have a second person set up that fully operates the camera and gimbal.
The gimbal, okay.
Yep.
So what is typical flight time for this?
For this big guy, about 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Okay.
But usually when we have this big bird in the air, it's usually up for about 30 seconds, back down, you reset the chute, and you go back up for another 30, 40 seconds.
Okay, and how many battery packs would you typically bring to a job?
I got 6 different packs, so I could stay in the air essentially all day by rotating the cells.
So when we're talking, when it comes to a commercial, how long would it typically take to shoot a commercial? How many times do you have to reshoot, or do you have to reshoot?
Typically 2 to 3 shots is the minimum, just that way whoever is doing the editing has plenty of film to work with. The only time we really have to do a reshoot is if the actors goof up.
Gotcha.
Usually we got it down pretty good that we can nail it the first or second time.
Well, that's great information, and it looks like you've been having a little bit of fun out there too.
Oh, absolutely. I do the racing as well as the filming, so I have fun with both.
So if people wanted to get in touch with you, how would they get in touch with you to get a job?
On Facebook at Unchained Films. I also do have a website, unchainedfilmsllc.com.
All right. It's good to meet you.
Awesome.
wrapping up my day out here at the Suffolk Executive Airfield. It's been pretty cool. It's been a good time. And it's just now starting to rain a little bit, so I think it's time to wrap up. Catch the catch the tractor back to the car and call it a day. Thanks for hanging out with me.